Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to the Mary D Talk Show. Let me say this before we get started today. We have been facing technical difficulties. You know what can I say? Life. Anyway, so we going forward though. I just want you to know though we made there can be problems. We've been trying to work out the kinks, but anyway, we're gonna keep moving, keep moving. I'd like to welcome you to the Mary D Talk Show on another beautiful Monday, as you guys know, because it is a beautiful Monday. It's about yesterday, I think there was 104 here in Riverside. I've heard today is supposed to be 109. Come on now. But you know what? This is August. We really only have we're only a few days away from September. Then by the end of September, it starts cooling down. That's what happens. So, but anyway, we're gonna deal with it. So, welcome to the show. I'd like to thank you, our live viewers. Thank you, our replay viewers. Thank you, everyone has gone on to that you subscribed and liked on YouTube. I can't thank you enough for that because when you do that, you're showing YouTube that you like the show. And then what happens when we go live? You get notified that we're live, all that fun stuff. So when you tell your friends and family to subscribe, now you may say, well, what difference does it make? It makes a huge difference. It really does because YouTube is like, oh, people like the show. We'll show it to more people, that kind of thing. So it does matter. So thank you, our replay viewers. Thank you, our live viewers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you to number one supporter of the show from day one, my husband, the executive producer, Oliver Welch. Hi, babe. So I'd like to thank him. And then I'm going to thank our sponsors for the Mary D Talk Show. One of our number one sponsors, been here since the inception also, is been Dumas Martin Jr. with the Idea Club. I could never thank Dumas enough. He's always been very supportive of the Mary D Talk Show. So thank you, Dumas. We also have First Book Academy, Front Page Publishing. Many of you have gone to the marydwelch.com, and you can join your email or you're on the email list. You also have an opportunity to support a nonprofit. For those of you, we don't talk about it as much as we used to, and that is dropouts. We don't talk about dropouts as much, but students are still dropping out of high school, believe it or not. And if you go to those of you that are interested in supporting a nonprofit that focuses on students that are low achieving, when a student is low achieving, it lends itself to can easily spin into something negative going on in society, and so low achieving students tend to get more involved in drugs, get more involved in gangs, get all those the negativity. But there's a mentor program called Main Ambition, mainambition.com. If you go there, if you'd like to make a donation, you can, mainambition.com. And the goal is mentoring those students. There is no price you can pay on saving a student. There is none, because you're saving a life, which can end up being saving generations. So if you would like to do that, and many of you already know, I'm a retired educator. I was a teacher for over 30 years. And I would always see a student start dropping out. It's not physically, they start dropping out emotionally. And then it goes into the physical. You see them, the absenteeism go up and those kind of things. But they've already done it. They just start not producing. That's really what happens. So the Main Ambition provides mentors. And the mentors help those students, help them through. It can be tough times. Teenage years are tough times. I don't know if you remember that. I do remember that, believe it or not. It's been a long time ago, but I still remember. I remember, I haven't gotten to the show yet, but let me just say this, because it happened to me. I remember the peer pressure. Let me tell you guys a real quick story. It was a group of girls going over to another girl's house, and I was just with them. You know, sometimes you just hanging out with groups, I guess. And the girl said, well, we're going to go over there and beat up so and so. It's hard to believe this, but I did. I was 16. And I stopped the group. It was like 6. And I said, wait a minute. They're like, what's the matter? I said, Why are we going to beat up her? Why are we being? I just want to know. I remember thinking, what am I missing here? And they said, well, we're going to beat her up because she's with this, the leader of the group. She's with her boyfriend. And I said, remember, I'm 16. I said, why don't we go beat him up? I'm laughing now, but this is all true. And they looked at me, and the leader of this group said, don't listen to Mary. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget. I remember saying, but think about this. Peer pressure is real. If you think it's not, you're wrong. Because I'm a witness to this. I said to the girl, I just told them, I said, well, we're going to go beat her up. I'm not going. I sure did. I said, I'm not going. I just don't see what beating her up has to do with anything. Help me to see this. And I'm with you. Anyway, long story short, they beat the girl up, put the girl in the hospital. They all got expelled. It's a true story. I don't remember any of their names, by the way, so I cannot be for defamation is real, but I can't be accused of it because I remember names. I remember situations. But I remember the call that night my mother got. And she said to me, she came and got me out of bed. She said, what happened to so-and-so and so-and-so? And I said, I don't know. I told her I don't know what they did. I don't know. I just walked away. She said, Mary, everybody's in juvenile hall. The girl's in the hospital. Peer pressure. There were 6 of us. No, I'm telling you the truth. There were 7 of us because I was the 7th one. And I didn't go, but 6 of them did go. And those 6 were expelled and all the ugliness that happened. But all I kept thinking when they went was, help me to make sense. Now, I told you that story. I'm saying that main ambition is real. Students need adults to help them. Let me tell you now. Seriously, they do. I don't care how much they tell you they don't believe them. They do. End of story. So I told you that whole story, but it happened to me. So I'm saying that to you. Help our kids. Talk to them, sit with them. It's not a lot of times, not a lot they need, but they do need us. Let me say that. So, and I'm going to tell you about our lovely guest for today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a treat today. I say that because this lady has dedicated her life. She's dedicated her life. I'm going to read you her bio. I'm going to read all of it because, like anything else, you just want to get the bits and pieces from this woman who is just, let me say that she's from humble beginnings, and I tell her that because she started out working. Her first job was at Burger King, but from that she worked her way through to becoming an attorney. I mean, think about that as starting from working at Burger King. But in addition to that, her influence is echoed throughout her active participation in numerous organizations. As a key member of the Los Angeles County Bar Association, she took on roles ranging from executive committee member to trustee, all with the goal of promoting equitable practices and diversity within the legal system, the legal profession. Teresa, her name is Teresa Y. Hillery. Teresa's political engagement was equally impactful. Her active involvement in the South Park Neighborhood Association's Political Action Committee, Los Angeles Congress of Neighborhoods, and LA Forward showcases a desire to create real change at the local level, enhancing the lives of those around her. To further demonstrate her commitment to improving the lives of others, Teresa successfully completed the Harvard School of Government's Public Leadership Program. Teresa's life is one of determination, unwavering service, and a tireless pursuit of justice. Her influence on community development, legal advocacy, etc., and public service has left a mark on communities across the nation. With her boundless energy, faith, and vibrant spirit, Teresa continues to inspire those around her. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to welcome to the show this wonderful lady who is running for the position, a seat, and I know you guys will help her to achieve this, to be on the LA City Council. Are you there, Teresa? Oh, we can't hear you. Oh, I hope the sound is on.
Hey,
There you are. Okay.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now. I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you sound great. Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome. You
Okay.
know what? Yeah, but the
Look, we
computer.
need to pray and take authority over this internet,
I,
right?
I know you're right. It has. We can hear you though. Let me
Thank
tell
you.
you that now. Yeah, we
Thank you.
can hear you.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm excited for you because this technology. Uh, what can I say? We're in a what we haven't talked about as a society, but things have changed. Things have changed. We no longer have to be in the same space
I
anymore.
can't hear. I can't find in it.
Oh, you can't hear me? Oh, okay, ladies and gentlemen. Remember I said at the beginning we're having technical issues. So,
You're
audience,
going
you
in
have.
and out, Mayor. I don't know.
Oh,
Can
am
hear.
I? I need. I know if I plug my mic in. Hold on. My mic is unplugged. Hold on. Let me see if this
That's
matters.
okay. It'll work out.
I know. Can you hear me now? Hello? I don't know. You know what? Okay, can you hear me now?
In the name of Jesus.
I'm here. I'm right here. Can you hear me now? Hello? What I'll do is I'm going to go to the comments and then we'll come back. And that is, hello, Richard. Hi, Richard. And Richard says, hi, Oliver. Oh, can you hear me now? And then Gwen says, hi, Mary. Courage is saying no to peers and becoming the leader
Can you
yourself.
hear me,
I
Mary?
can. I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes. Well, one question.
Can you hear
Oh,
me,
it's
Mary?
your sound is going in and out.
Oh, can you hear me, Mary?
I can. It's going in and out though. I don't know why remember I told you, audience, we're having those technical things. We don't know why. I don't know. I have been having perfect shows. You know that happens though. That's called life. It just
Oh
happens.
yeah.
It, I hear you, but then all of a sudden it'll go out. No, I hear you.
I mean, I'm showing strong.
And I see the other comment. You say hello, Mary and Teresa. Hi, Gwen. Always glad to see you. And you know, Gwen, I tell that story because it happened to me. So this is what I think about things like that. If it happened to me, it happened to other people. Remember the other 5 girls.
Can you hear me, Mary?
I can. Can you? Okay. I want to ask first of all, on the area you're running, which seat is it? Hello, Teresa. Can you hear me? Which seat is it? Yeah, I hear you.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes. Which seat is it that you're running for? Teresa? Can you? I know we're going in and out on the sound.
Yes.
We are. What seat are you running for? Which one? Teresa? I'm going to go to the comments while we try to work out this sound, ladies and gentlemen, because we are Uh-oh. See, she went out. See, I tell you, I said we was having technical problems. We having them. Okay. In our comments, they say we have Gwen that says, "Hello, Mary. Pray in Jesus' name." Tell me about it, Gwen. That's the truth. Like I said, if that happened to me, I'm sure it happened to other people too. And Charles, hi Charles. I haven't seen you, Charles. It's good to see you. He said, "I can hear Mary fine. It seems choppy when you're talking at the same time." Oh, thank you, Gwen. She's going to come back because I told her if she goes out, just come back. And Richard says, "Hello, Attorney Hillery. It was great meeting at Judge Maybelline's Father's Day. Wasn't it, Richard? It was." And Richard says, oops, oops, oops. Maybe do a phone interview. I guess we may have to, huh, Richard? I don't know. If we do a phone, how's that going to work? How would that work? Let me call. I can call her because we definitely could do one. We just talked right before the show too. Let me see. Here we go. Let me see if that's. Oh, let's see. That's what we're trying to do. Oh, okay. That's what Richard suggested. We do a phone interview. That's what he said. He said we could do it by phone, and they can hear you. And I put it on speaker. Okay. I don't know if that. Still be on video or no? No, I don't know. I'm gonna try and bring you back in first and see how that works.
And so, do you want me to? Okay. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up. Okay. All right. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm gonna hang up. Okay.
Okay.
You can hear me.
All right.
Okay. Yay! First of all, as I said, welcome to the show. I wanted to tell you that we met at Judge Maybelline's.
I can hear you now.
Brunch a few months ago, but now I know, and you're running for it. Before we get into your political background, why don't you share with the audience?
Maybe we will go with the phone option because the audio is not working.
Oh, okay. Then I'll take you out, call you on the phone.
Mary, I can't hear you. So you want to go with the phone?
Yes. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do this interview by phone. We're going to change some things here. There we go.
Just do the phone option because I can't hear you.
Okay, that's what we're going to do. That's what we have. The phone is right now. It's right next to the computer. Okay. So tell me, you know what though? They can see you. That's what we can do. They can see you. Here we go. But they can't. So I have your picture up there, so they can see you and we can talk. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear. I'm thinking you can. I think you can. So it's a delay, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can know. You can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, but we're going to make this happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, this is small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff.
So
you know what I mean?
Yes. Okay, I like that, Richard. I'm glad. That was a good idea. Thank you, Richard. And Richard is another strong supporter. Gwen is, Richard is, Charles. I can't thank you guys enough. They've been here literally probably since the first show. So I want to thank you, each and every one of you. So why don't you give the audience, tell them a little bit about you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Alrighty. So where should I start? Should I start in Maleo? Hello everyone. Thanks again, Mary, for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. And like I said, we're just sweating the small stuff. Okay, I'm muted. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So born and raised in Vallejo, California, up north in Northern California. I am the second of three girls. We are all 3 years apart, and my mother and father raised us to be independent. trustworthy, you be respectable, you were able to speak your mind in situations. My parents always encouraged us to speak your mind, stand your ground, speak up for yourself, speak up for others. So I had a wonderful childhood. I went to all public schools up north, elementary, junior high, high school. After I started working at Burger King at 16 years old. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. I'm listening. You're doing fine.
Okay, I'm hearing feedback. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
I started working at 16 years old at Burger King. By the time I was 17 years old, I had keys to the restaurant, keys to the office. I was doing the ordering supplies, doing the scheduling, counting the money. When I turned 18 years old, they wanted to send me or bring me to their headquarters, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to work for no, Burger King. You know what I mean? No one told me that it was a multi-billion-dollar industry. And it's not about burgers, it's really about commercial real estate.
Correct.
So no one told me about that. So I, of course, turned 18. I wanted to go into corporate America, and I did that. And after working several years, I decided to go back to school. I went to undergrad at California State University in Sacramento. When I graduated from there, I went back into corporate America, worked several years, and then decided to go to law school. So I quit, went to law school at University of the Pacific, McGill School of Law, had a wonderful time. When I barred, I came down to Los Angeles to start my legal career.
Wow.
In a nutshell.
Well, now, okay, like you said, if someone had told you about what Burger King really was, do you think you would have stayed?
Probably. I probably would have had like franchises all over the place, all over the world. I probably would have done that, but I don't regret it. I mean, I had a wonderful time. I always encourage young people to go into fast food. I learned so much. You learn how to deal with people, customers and, co-workers. You just have resilience. You know how you're responsible. I enjoyed my time at Burger King. I really did.
Right.
So I don't regret the path. The path is my path, and
right.
It has brought me to this place. And so I'm drawing from all of my background to, this next chapter in life.
Because I'm listening to you, and okay. Number one, I believe it or not, I always tried to get into fast food. I'm saying that because I've heard people that do start there, you learn so much about how to manage people.
Yeah.
That's where you get a lot of knowledge. You get on-the-job training, but you're really, really learning about people.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Those nuances about people and how to get along with people, how to motivate people. All of those things are there that nobody is telling you you're learning.
Right. And also listening skills and conflict resolution, how to resolve conflict, whether that's be with the customers who are unhappy or with your coworkers. I mean, my coworkers were calling me the manager's pet because I was doing more than actually the manager was doing. So some people didn't take too kindly to that, but that's my personality. That's who I am. They saw something in me, and that was nourished and encouraged.
Well, a lot of it too, probably the way you carried yourself. Yep, I've got that feedback. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think I've always been more mature for my age. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I've always been more mature for my age. For an example, when I started working at Burger King, I went through the house where we lived, and in each room, I wrote down everything my mother had in the room. So in the kitchen, I wrote everything down, the bathroom, the living room. And so each time I got my paycheck, I would buy something off that list, and I would check it off. So by the time I turned 18, I had a fully furnished apartment, and I moved out, and, voila, I was on my own at 18.
Wow, that's big. So okay, let me understand what you just said. You would go through and see what it took to have a household.
Yes. So every room I wrote down what my mother had. Living room, couch, chair, coffee table. I went to the kitchen and I wrote down every item. I went to the bathroom, wrote down every item. So each time I got my paycheck, I would buy something off that list. And so that was from 16. And then when I turned 18, everything on my checklist was paid. I could put it in the garage and I had it. My parents gave me my bed. So I took my bed and moved in and I had a fully furnished apartment.
Wow. I've never heard of that.
At 18 years old. So I was always more mature than, my friends and the average teenager.
Well, what about your siblings? Were they at home or did they move out?
Yes, my sister got married at a young age, and she and my brother-in-law, who I love dearly, they probably had 35 years now. I'm not sure, but they're up there. And then my youngest sister also got married. My brother-in-law is deceased, but they're all doing well. They're all moved out, and my youngest sister and her daughter, they live in Texas. They're doing well. My sister and her family still lives in the Sloan County area up north near Vallejo with my father. My mother passed away in 2016.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Because I know that, that's the year, my mother passed away in 2016.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. In February of 2016, sure, same year. But I'm just, a couple of things I'm fascinated about. One, your independence. To be 18, and at 18, I wasn't even thinking of living on my own at 18. No. I know. I'm sorry about that, audience. We don't have any way to control that. Sorry about that. I didn't think like that. I think I was scared, to tell you the truth, of living on my own age. I went to college. I went to a community college for a year and then transferred to a university. But to go out and have an apartment, no. I didn't even think like that. I'm just amazed. I'm just like, wow.
It was fun. It was the party at Teresa's house, right? And then those bills were coming in, clockwork. All my other friends, they still lived at home. But I'm like, okay, look, we can't be partying on there. Turn off that air conditioning. Turn off that heater. Don't be eating up my food.
Yeah.
But, it was fun. It was fun.
Oh. But then what? Now you were working, and then you decided to go to college after that. After you were working.
Yes. So after I from high school, I went into corporate America and realized you need a degree to get anywhere, right? And so I was training people to do the job, and then they were all advancing. And I had a conversation with my manager, say, hey, what's going on? Why am I not getting promotions? And they are, and I'm training them. And then they said, well, they have a degree and you don't. I said, okay, I'll fix that. I took an educational legal bachelor, and I went to school and got a degree. Yeah. So that took care of that.
You know what I think at one time that was a dividing factor. Yeah. And I don't, well, I shouldn't say it isn't anymore. I don't think it is as much as it used to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's
Everyone has their path. Yeah. Whether you choose formal education, informal, you may go out and be an entrepreneur. My niece is crushing it. She's an entrepreneur, although she did go to college and got a degree. But every path is different. There's no one size fits all. No. You do what's best for you. How your footsteps are ordered, you follow those footsteps. Yeah, and this is what I have found, and I'm sure you have too. There is no two paths alike. Right. There really isn't. But I applaud you because I think I was operating out of fear that I couldn't do it. So I didn't even try. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just go to community college, transfer. That was my path because I
I didn't know another path. That's really what it was. I didn't, it wasn't like I had a lot of options, I think, too. I didn't know I had any. I felt very, focused into that one, which is fine. I went in education, that's fine. But like you said, everybody has to go the path that's right for them.
Right. And then so once I graduated, I went back into corporate America, and I started working for a huge financial company, and I was the vice president of their corporate community development group. And what I did was I took the resources of the company, whether it's financial or human resources, and I took those resources, partnered with nonprofit organizations in the community, and then, took the resources of the company and put them out into the community. And I really couldn't believe, I love that job. I couldn't believe that someone would actually pay me to do that, because I really believe in helping people and bettering others' lives.
Right.
So I did that for many years, and then I was laid off from that position. I went into UC Berkeley, California Alumni Association, where I was raising money, fundraising for student scholarships, first-time students, diversity, low income, just raising money for them.
Right.
And it was being on that campus of higher learning, and you have these students who, no fear, they're going to change the world, and something just started, going off in me, and I figured, I'm going to go to law school. And if I don't do it now, I probably will never do it. So I quit, and I went to law school, University of the Pacific, with George School of Law.
Wow.
So I quit.
I'm just sitting here. You can't. Well, if you can see, well, I'm just like, wow. And honestly, that I went to law school, but I wasn't focused, and I just didn't make up in my mind. I took contract torts and crim, which I honestly, to this day, I'm still using the law and learned to this very day. I can't. It does. It's a part of me, and I go, wow. And I was only there for three classes.
Wow.
And I remember our contracts teacher saying, everything that you do is a contract. I remember thinking, I was trying to think where, I didn't really understand that at the time. I understand it better now, what he was saying, but I didn't get it. There's a lot of things I did not get when I was sitting there that I can apply to my life now that it's been amazing to me.
It definitely changes the way you think.
It does.
And it opens up your mind to a lot of different things, a different perspective. It just changes the whole way you see life.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had a wonderful time at George. And when I barred, Los Angeles County Bar Association was the only association that reached out to me and congratulated me for passing the bar and invited me down to a reception, a new community reception. And I'm thinking, Los Angeles? What? I have no connections of Los Angeles. What do they want with, what do they want with me? Why are they reaching this far up? And so in my world, the way I live, nothing is a coincidence. So I'm thinking, okay, Lord, let me check this out. What's going on? So I came down and went to the reception, and I saw a place that I was interested in. It was in South Park, and they had the slogan, live, work, and play in downtown LA. I think they required $500 to put down on a unit. So I did that, and I'm like, okay, now I need a job. I was like, how long is it going to take? When do you need payment?
Wow.
And I was like, okay, Lord, I need a job. And so I did that, and then I guess 6 months, 7 months later, I found a job working at Ivy McNeil & Wyatt. It's a medium-sized African-American firm in downtown Los Angeles.
Right.
And I worked there. That was my first job there, and had a great time.
Wow. Well, I can tell you, Rosetta says you're an amazing negotiator. I am certain she learned this skill in her early beginnings at Burger King.
Yes.
Thank you,
Rosetta.
Thank you, Rosetta. Yes. Rosetta said, in other words, I just appreciate. Thank you, Rosetta. And I hope you come back to the show. I know. And then now I don't know, is Rosetta an attorney also?
Yes, I believe so. I can't see.
Oh, okay. It's Rosetta Bloomfield is the one that left the message. Okay.
Yes. So Rosetta is part of the Los Angeles County Bar Association, the real property section, which I was the chair of the real property section a couple of years ago, and where I established a residential subsection. She helped with that along with Sadera Devon. So we put that together to help address, from a residential standpoint, community issues and homelessness issues, housing issues, affordable housing issues, all of that good stuff.
Well, thank you, Rosetta, for your comment. You said it sounds like she's been practiced. It's who you are. It's what I think it is. That's what I think. All of this is who you are. And people recognize it. And it's leadership skills. It's a lot of things that are just in you, innate. And that's what I think is showing up in all the things you do. And then we have Gwen. Gwen says, Attorney Teresa should try muting your computer completely to kill the background. I think they can all hear you, but they can't see you. But you're doing fine. You're doing excellent.
Can you see me? Because I can't see you guys at all.
No, you can't see. You can't see us, but we hear you, so we're good. So,
it works for me.
Okay. And then I wanted to go on because even let me ask you this, because there may be somebody here interested. You went to law school at what age?
I went to law school. I was in my 30s, maybe something like that. 27.
Okay.
27 years old.
And
it was a late start. It was a late start for me. It was a late start for undergrad too. The reason I went to undergrad because I saw the Cosby Show. Remember, Jaleesa, there was a series on there, a show on there where she went to college and she was like 24 and I was 24. And I thought I was too old to go to college. And when I saw that episode, I went to college. So it was something similar to that. I think I may have been in my 30s when I went to law school. So it was late. It was later in life.
But what you're saying, it really wasn't. I think we put the parameters on our, and I'm guilty of it too, by the way. I'm guilty of thinking, oh, I'm too old. I'm too old for this. I'm too old for that. It took me, I'm writing movies now, making movies now. But I never thought, and I'm a grandmother. So it's like, I thought I was too old too. I said, I'm too, but I didn't even understand. I put the parameters on myself. Nobody else did it.
Right.
And the fact that, like you said, that also tells you the power of TV.
Yeah.
You saw someone else that said they're going at this age. I know people who have gone, who was that? My own daughter. She finished her bachelor's. She was in school for 40 years to finish her bachelor's. Think about this.
Yeah.
Taking classes when she could, raising a family, the whole nine. But I told her, I said, we went to her graduation earlier this year. And I said, the difference is you never gave up.
Right.
How many people they quit before and they're like, oh, I'm too old. There's no such thing.
You know, the power of influence we're talking about, right? The power of influence. When I moved down to LA, I joined a church in Skid Row. It's on 6th and San Pedro. People may know the area. Central City Community Church of the Nazarene. At the time, the pastor, he's deceased now, but the pastor was Jeffrey Thomas. And Pastor Thomas was going to Claremont to get his PhD. So when he graduated, he wasn't going to walk. And I said, no, you have to walk, right? Mm-hmm. So it's important for you to walk. People need to see this. So he decided to walk. He took a charter bus, thanks to Holman United Methodist Church. They chartered this bus for us. We took a bus load of our church members from Skid Row to Claremont. So picture that. You know Claremont area, right?
Yes.
So we took Skid Row to Claremont. Some of these people have never been to a graduation before, let alone at the doctorate level, right?
Right.
So we did that. When they came back, Mary, people wanted to expunge they wanted to clean up their background. People went and got their GEDs. People went to tech school. People went to Bible school.
Wow.
People went to junior college to get their AA. The power of that, just taking them out of that element, exposing them to something different, change lives. So, and that's what I'm after. And for me, going into the city council seat, that's what I'm after, is to empower people to change their lives. I've seen transformation, so I know it can happen, and I'm excited about being part of that process.
Wow, that is impressive.
Yeah, that happened.
to see, because they saw somebody else do it.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Wow. That's wonderful. We have a comment. Sheila just wanted to say hello, ladies. Hi, Sheila. I just want to make sure. Anytime a comment comes up, ladies and gentlemen, I see Facebook come up, or is there YouTube? And there's YouTube comments also. So if you leave a comment, I do try and make sure I call your name and say thank you for the comment and read whatever it is that you're saying. So you definitely want to say that. So now we're at you are embarking on a political career. This is where I mean, even when I met you that day, I'll be honest, your kindness, I think I even said this to you that day. I said, "Are you sure you want to go into politics?" I was like, yes. Because it can get so ugly.
Yes. I have things underneath this smile. I'm just kidding. But no, well, actually I'm not. But yes, I am ready for that. I'm a trial attorney. I'm a litigator. I don't start it, but I'm definitely not afraid to get in there and finish it. And I also think too, though, the tide is switching. Something is happening in LA, and I'm seeing more people who are interested in collaborating. They see the issues that we are facing, particularly with homelessness, and we know that we can't continue doing the same things we've been doing.
That's right.
We need change, and so that's what I'm doing. I want to bring change to CD14 in the area.
Okay.
So I'm very excited about that.
Now, which seat is it?
It's for CD14, which includes downtown, Boyle Heights, and then the northeast. So Eagle Rock, Highland Park, Lincoln, El Sereno, Arroyo Seco, just the northeast area, Boyle Heights and downtown.
That's a big area.
It is a big area, and I'm one of those who are advocating for expanding our charter in terms of the city council districts. Mm-hmm. Right now we have 15, and I think that's too small. We need more than that so we can actually meet the needs of the constituents much better than what we're doing right now. Mm-hmm. So I know the city council is looking at that. I've been to some of the hearings. I've talked at the hearings on this issue, and I'm in favor of expanding our city charter.
Okay, I'm going to put your website up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to donate to Teresa's campaign, we want to make sure you have the opportunity, because at this time, and I should say Attorney Hillery. I should be more respectful, Attorney Hillery campaign.
Look, Mary, you know my degrees, and I probably shouldn't say this, but my degrees are still in the envelope. So I'm not that type of person. Teresa is fine, Hillary is fine, Councilwoman. Future Councilwoman Hillary is fine. I
think I even called you Councilwoman Hillary.
And I answered too.
You did.
That's right.
Well, you know what? We got to.
City councilman for CD14. I shall be that. So you weren't wrong calling me that.
You know why? You have to speak it. I believe in that. I believe in speaking. So I say this, ladies and gentlemen, to go into, as many of you know, the world of politics can get ugly. I don't know why it does, but it does. But just to have African American women run for a position. Yes, we have a mayor in LA, also African American female. I think as you mentioned, that the tide is changing as to giving people opportunity that want to lead, because everybody doesn't want to lead.
Right.
But for you to say, you know what, I see where I can make a difference in our community, and I've seen what a difference it can make in people's lives. And I'd like to lead. I want to do that for more people in our community.
Right. Well, in 2020, the best way I can describe it is have you seen The Matrix, the movie The Matrix? I think I asked you that.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen The Matrix? The best way I can describe it, in 2020, I got unplugged from The Matrix. Just something happened to me. And when the pandemic hit and you see the Great Divide, you always knew it was there, but there was something different about it. And then with the George Floyd killing, the Ahmaud Arbery, all of that, the uprising, everything that was happening. And then I was hit on Highway 5, Cinco de Mayo, Highway 5 by 18-wheeler. And he came over, his front bumper connected to my back bumper, spun me around. But by the grace of God, I survived that, right?
Wow.
So the insurance, they totaled the car for insurance purposes. So since commit for 1 year.
Uh-huh.
It's been 3 years, and I'm still taking public transportation. I love it. I try and get my colleagues and friends to get out of their cars, people, and take public transportation. But Mary, by me taking public transportation, what I was able to see is the heaviness of people. You know what I mean? The hardship of people. Not only was I able to see that, but I can feel that. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
people are going from, job to job. I see them struggling, women struggling with their babies and strollers and groceries. I see, people who are the elderly with their walkers. They're struggling. I know what it's like to be standing at a bus, waiting for a bus, needing to be on time, and the bus may be late. I know what it's like to be when it's raining, you have to stand, and there's no covering, or when it's hot, there's no covering. The very people who need to be at City Hall advocating for themselves, they can't do that. They just can't do it. They have so much on their plate. They're so heavy, the heaviness on their shoulders. So I said, okay, well, send me. I'll do that. I'll advocate for those who are not able to advocate. And that's really where I'm at with it. That's where I'm coming from. It's from the inside out what's driving me. I know it's wicked and evil, and I always thought good people shouldn't, take part in that. But we need to be there. We need to be light in darkness. We need to be salt, So that's where I'm at with it. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. I have some great ideas in terms of, values of honesty, transparency, empowering democracy, engaging the people, getting them more involved in what we're doing. I'm a strong supporter of neighborhood council systems. I have some neighborhood councils. I have some ideas about that. It's just really getting more people in the process, and working together to effectuate change throughout City 14. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm very excited about it.
I'm going to be honest with you. As they say, you had me when you were taking public transportation. No, I'm sorry, but it really, seriously, because you're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk. That is huge. And you're saying, in essence, I'm one of you. I'm not just sitting here, chauffeur driven, drive me around. It's not like that. I'm living the same life you're living. And then the truth is, be honest, you don't have to.
Right.
You are doing something you don't have to do. People, that's why I'm sitting up here. And I remember I grew up taking the bus. That's the way it was. It wasn't even a question. And that's just how it is. And it's funny you should say, I actually was talking to my husband. I said, we should be taking the senior bus now. And he looks at me. I said, I'm not trying to be funny, but it's true. I said, because we are getting to the age we don't always want to drive. Driving is stressful. It takes energy to get out there. I feel like it's almost like a battlefield to do those things. But when you're there, like you said, elbow to elbow with people that have no choice. This is how they function. This is, like you said, going from job to job and trying to make ends meet and all those things. And with the cost of everything going up, I'm going to say this. I bought a meal just the other day, a shake and 2 tacos, and it was $13.
Yeah. So everything is going up with the wages, right?
I couldn't believe it.
So I'm for businesses and jobs. I think a thriving district, starts with strong businesses and good jobs. So I'm dedicated to championing policies that will, not only lift up the wages, but support small businesses are very important. And to, foster public-private partnerships so we can strengthen our economy and all people can benefit throughout CD14 and Los Angeles.
This is amazing. I'm like, wow. I didn't know that part, by the way. I didn't know about that. But I'm impressed with that, because what you're saying is I'm here with you. I don't have to be, but I am. I can choose another route. And the truth is, many of those people have no choice.
Right. They have no choice. And so whatever I can do to help better the lives of people, that's what I want to do. And that's what I'm going to aim to do. And that's what we are going to do, once we get into office.
Well, you have my vote. I just can't.
Look, if you're not in CD14, no, I don't have your vote. We're not doing that. No voter fraud. We're above board. We're straight arrow.
No, okay. I should say it differently. You have my support.
Support. Your vote of confidence, right? But
I
not your actual
do.
vote.
I do.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right. No, I can't vote in your district, but I can support it to the best of my ability. I can tell people who do live there about you and do all I can to support. That's what I would do.
And you can click that donate button.
I can do that too.
And,
I can do that. I can do that. Yes.
I'm not shy, by the way. I was a professional fundraiser, so I'm very comfortable in this space. But yes, you can click that donate button. We need funds. We're a grassroots campaign. So, which means we're not a career politician. We don't have the war chest that others may have. So we need the support of people like those who are on your doing the show and those who will see it at a later time. If there's anything that resonates with you that I'm saying that you feel, come on board. We not only want donations or need, we'll appreciate donations, but also your volunteer time. We need boots on the ground. So this is a campaign for all.
All right.
To be involved.
So that's the website, ladies and gentlemen. It's up on the screen. You can go there for volunteer opportunities if you want to be a part of the phone bank, if you're able to. Let's say you're not in the area, but you still would like to support. Everybody needs volunteers. Everybody. So you can at the level that you can volunteer to help Attorney Hillery become the next council person for her in her district.
That's it. And it's going to be awesome. No one from downtown has served in City Hall from CD14. And to me, it just makes sense. CD14 has extreme wealth, it has extreme poverty, and everyone in between, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so with downtown being the economic driver of the region and Skid Row being the largest homeless population in the nation, and the mayor has said this is a humanitarian crisis, it makes sense to have someone who lives downtown, understands downtown, and invested in downtown to be in that office. Not only that, can bring some common sense solutions to our issues, along with having, being human-centered. I've been in Skid Row working through the church for 7 years, and so I've seen transformation. I know it can happen. And so we just need leadership, the will to do it, and to, put money to it and support that area and other areas throughout CD14 the way we need to support them.
All right. Well, I can tell you, like I said, that this is what I think. Our meeting was a divine connection. Because we were both all we were doing was leaving. We didn't even know each other.
That's right.
And it's just been, I am honored to know you. I'm honored to know you. And I know, as I said before our support is definitely there. And we will be there when you're at whatever the either volunteering or as many of you know, I send out emails and texts. They call me the email queen. That's what they call me. But it's because it's a way to quickly contact people, not just wait till the newspaper comes out, not wait for something on the radio. That's what I like about emails. I like the quickness of it. And I'm sure when you do a town hall, whenever that time comes, we would love to have you come back again if you like to do a town hall with our audience. But audience, if you have any questions about for Attorney Hillery, please write those in the chat. Anything that you feel that you have a question about, I hope I did make sure I'm going back through to make sure we have all the questions. I want to make sure I call the names of everyone that did leave a comment, and that's Richard and Gwen and Gwendolyn. Then we also have Charles that left a comment. Let me see somebody. Sheila left a comment. Rosetta. And yes. And then I did put across there, it says, if you like to make a donation, please go to the website. And it is teresayhillery.com. And you can volunteer. You can make donations. Any way you can help her campaign is appreciated. You definitely want to say that because we're. Oh, go on.
I'm sorry. Can I just say two things? I want to say why I use my middle initial Y, because I always want to keep Y in front of me. Why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why are we doing these programs? Why are we doing these projects? And another thing that I want to share with your audience and you, Mary, is that I'm so excited today. I got word from, I have another credential under my belt. It's the public leadership credential from Harvard's Kennedy School of Government. It is the public leadership leadership credential is a very extensive program where it teaches you how to identify adaptive challenges, and it takes you through all of the public policy process to the end of evaluating for impact. So you start off with identifying the issue, creating innovative solutions, and then measuring those solutions for impact. So not only do I have the community development where my heart is, have the education, bringing the law, being able to analyze and identify evidence, but now I have this public policy piece. And so pulling that stuff all together is going to benefit CD14, and I'm super excited about it. I'm all in, and
Wow.
very, very excited about it.
Well, congratulations, because I know that wasn't easy.
Right. Took 2 years, but that's my commitment level. I'm committed to this. I'm committed to it, you know.
That's wonderful. I know. Let me see where we are. We have just a couple of minutes, so I just want to make sure that you had a chance to say any final words for our audience.
Thank you again for inviting me. I am very excited about this candidacy, this race. I believe that there are some, good candidates. However, there's a time and a season for everything, and this is the time, and this is the season where Teresa Hillery shall be the next city councilwoman for City 14, bringing the experience, the drive, the loyalty, the innovation, the passion, the faith, everything to meet the needs of people in CD 14. So I'm very excited about it. I'm all in. And again, I would love your support, whether it's financial or your volunteer, and also, more importantly, your prayers, because I do believe in the power of prayer.
All right. Well, you're welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here on the Mary D Talk Show. We would love to have you back, because as I said before, my husband and I definitely will be supporting your campaign. We are so proud of you, and I think this is just the beginning, to be honest with you. I really do. This is the beginning of where you will go. But as they say, you have to start somewhere.
Yes. You have to start somewhere, and I think people are ready, and I want to empower people and bring the transparency that we need, and empower democracy. That's a big thing for me.
All righty. Well, thank you again. I'm gonna go on and just a minute. Oh, this was Gwen. Gwen said, "Great chat." And this is the first time. I'll be honest. This is the first time we lost the connection, but we didn't lose the connection. To me, this has probably been one of the best shows. So just know that. And then Carol Blackwell she said, Teresa lives her talk. This is just her beginning. Look forward to her win in 2024. Wow. Hi, Carol. Carol is like, this is not it. In other words, just what I just said. I said, I have a feeling she's right. This is just the beginning, and for sure. So thank you.
I believe that.
Oh, it is. There's no doubt. We are here to support you, and with that, I can tell you have a circle that's behind you also, that's there to support you too. Yes. All right. So you're welcome. Thank you for being on the show, and you will be back. That's for sure.
Yes, I will be back.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for today. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming to the Mary D Talk Show. We're here live every Monday. We will be back again next Monday with another special guest. Even though it is Labor Day, we still have the show, even though it's Labor Day. Thank you all for sharing this show with your family, friends, co-workers. It means a lot. Remember, you can always come back and watch the replay. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye, everybody.